1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
We'll have plenty of things to beat to death this year on the Top 20. I can guarantee that.
Kind of a bad joke day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, that would probably describe most of our shows.
Well, I think that joke is pretty much retired. Let's not do that.
I don't know too much about radio.
Well, don't feel bad, David. We don't really know much about radio either here. Carlos
as
and
you can tell.
They have more albums out than Carlos and I have bad jokes. And that is a lot of albums.
That is a lot. You know, that was a pretty bad joke too, Pat, so we can tally up one more on our side.
You know, I think it's impressive how when we get an idea here on the show,
we beat it to death.
We burn it out so fast. It is very impressive. Small imaginations here, folks.
And maybe we'll get some more listeners pretty soon. Join us again next week from 10 until noon, as once again, we'll count them down. I'm Carlos Montoya.
I'm Patrick Dunn, and I don't know why he said that.
I don't know.
And we are...
Too much jumping. We'll promise to do just as good a show as this week.
There we go, yeah. Keep those standards low.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
Do you like answering the phone?
No. I'm just kidding. I love it. Right, Pat? Pat.
Huh? What? Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, Carlos. I wasn't paying attention. I was just sitting here considering Lily.
Talk to me.
What? What do you want me to say?
No, silly. That's our latest song.
This is groovy.
Let's groove for a minute. Okay, that's good enough. Yes. When you hear the cry, first three callers pick up the What About Now full-length CD. So keep listening, folks.
What about now? Can I get it now?
No. When you hear the cry.
What about now?
When you hear the cry.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, some of you may be in shock, so lie down, elevate your feet, and cover yourselves with a blanket.
And for those Germans in our audience, wie viel kostet dieser Schweinskoteletten?
Cool. That means good morning.
No, actually, that means how much does this pork sausage cost? Although you can catch Carlos and I next week at a Hungarian shopping mall, our new clog dancing routine.
Excuse me, I think that was Serbian.
Oh,
the
sorry.
Hungarian is next month.
Oh, okay, I'm just looking at the wrong thing. Yep.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
Their debut album, Thrifty Mr. Kickstar. I love that name. I'm going to name my son that.
I know I'll be there doing the twist with Match Entry or something of that sort.
I thought you were going to twist with me.
Well, you know, we'll trade off. Don't feel bad.
Okay. Jonathan, by the way, does not have a last name.
That poor guy. I wonder if he is good friends with Ian.
Maybe.
You know, they have some little support group going on.
Gina?
Yeah, there's quite a few of them.
Carmen.
Yeah, that's enough. And the album title is called The Legend of Chin.
You know, there's quite a legend behind my chin. I won't get into that right now, though.
I think I saw The Legend of Chin when I was like 8 years old as one of those karate movies. Maybe that's something else.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of movies, let's give away some pickles.
Yeah, I see the connection there. Carlos, you grew a goatee during that. I don't know if you noticed.
I did. Do you like my my shiny red dinner coat?
That was very nice. There's the latest from Mr. New Mexico, Albuquerque's own. Well, he didn't really win the Mr. New Mexico contest.
No.
But I hear he's working out.
I don't think they have one of those.
If they do, he'll get into it. I don't know.
Yeah.
The latest from Tony Vincent.
That was about the most worthless discussion we've had in a while.
Yep. Probably plenty more to come in the next hour, so stick around.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
Breakfast. And, of course, my favorite subject, breakfast.
Burritos. Donuts.
How would you feel about some nice, warm, steaming soup?
Oh, I love soup.
Soup. If you wouldn't mind, bringing us like burritos or donuts or anything like that, that would be cool too. Hard man to soup.
Soup does sound kind of good.
It does.
You need to bring a can of food and brownies for Carlos and I.
That's right.
That really is true. We just forgot to put it on the commercials.
But not limited to brownies.
Right.
You must have brownies, but you can also bring other stuff if you'd like.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
I'm sure that one will be number one for quite a while because barnyard animals are going to be a big thing this year. I can feel it. barnyard animals. They're catching on big time in 97.
It will be the year of the barnyard animal.
Right.
Interesting thing, Carlos. I can't figure out what submarine would be doing on a farm.
Well, you know how modern technology and tradition are kind of meshing together there. I think you heard a little bit of that.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
You mentioned the top 20 duck in the Deming duck race.
You know what? We could actually go live to the duck race.
Sounds like he's going. Oh, no.
Well, there's always next year, man. KLYT. Whoa.
All right.
Getting a little too close to the donkey. He doesn't sound very happy.
On his tail. I wasn't watching where I was going. Sorry.
In 1961, Enos, a chimp, flew into space.
I think we have some sound bites from that historic occasion.
From the launch. There you go. History there, folks. A little bit of education for you. I'm not sure Enos didn't really sound that happy.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
You know, my mouth is already watering because March is National Pizza Month, National Noodle Month, National Sauce Month, and National Peanut Month. So feel free to stop by the KLYT studio with any of the aforementioned goodies.
You know, I was kind of hoping March meant donuts this morning.
It could mean that, too.
We're going to take a deep breath and eat the donuts that were just brought to us in the studio. I felt donuts this morning. I just knew it was happening.
We even got donuts. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That just makes it all worth it. And, you know, any other listeners who would like to send us cookies, feel free. Today marks Cook Something Bold and Pungent Day. So if you'd like to do that and stop by and bring whatever you cooked to the Top 20 crew, we would be much obliged. Now, it's not that, you know, we just want to eat everybody's food. We're conducting an experiment here. We want to find the best cookie. So for the interest of science and for the benefit of all, we'll eat them.
Well, that's very good. I'll have to remember that one.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
And on that let's learn how to talk under the new name, the newest group off of Sparrow Records. Why would you go back? February 22nd of edition. Thick instrumentals. What?
Everything okay over there?
How about some totals, Pat?
Okay, Carlos.
Hey, are you mocking me?
No, of course not.
Carolyn titled Church of Ringham Breathes Us. Church of Rhythm brings us the title track. Benson music groups. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's speak. Top 20 Occupant, Audio Adrenaline, Dynamic debut. But here's what we do now. Do know commitment can only be found of the Lord, and Carlos needs speech therapy. It's compounded by multiple nonspecific symptoms such as muscle and joint pains and cognitive complaints. Or not being able to speak, maybe. Maybe I should see a doctor. Down one spot this week to...
What number is that?
That's Gaelic.
Oh, okay.
But for those of you folks who speak English, Jeff Moore is down to number 4.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
Rebecca wrote 8 of the last 11 songs on the album, addressing themes such as servanthood and prayer. And I will be addressing now a topic of speech impediments.
Hey, I know a lot about that one.
I do right now.
In fact, I could probably write a book.
It's a like it or spike it. Spike it.
Spike it.
Hey, it's a like it or spike it. Dropping out of the top 10. I don't know what happened there. Brand new single. See, Carlos lost his voice. I just can't control mine. Well, they're going somewhere this morning. I'm not sure what word in the English language that is, but
Where are you going?
I will promise to look that up later. The lights have won, by the way.
Hey.
It's National Imperfection Week, by the way. We are
It's not that we're messing up, folks. We're just celebrating National Imperfection Week.
We're making mistakes on purpose to show you folks that we are humble servants to you all.
Right.
That's a good one. I got to remember that for next week. More Christmas trivia. KLYT Holiday Bud Drive. That's right. Bring your bud. Here's just a few that we can congratulate. Sound like the guy from Dukes of Hazzard. Remember him? Buckle up, Flash.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
Should we have a music bed here while I talk?
We probably should.
Thank you very much.
Sure. You know, I like this new sound for the Top 20. I think we may go with this.
It is nice. By the way, nice kilt.
Thank you.
Did you just get that pressed?
Yeah, I did. You want a music bed under this, Pat?
Let's do that.
Okay. Hi, laddie. There be a fine leprechaun for you.
That's right, folks. Carlos Montoya is Irish.
That's right.
You'd never know that.
It's a little-known fact. Montoya is actually handed down from Gaelic. If you like them, you're not alone. Popping onto our charts all the way from Scotland at number 19. The Electrics on New Mexico's Top 20. They're from Scotland.
Hey, that'd be a fun song.
Yeah, laddie, they're from Scotland. Oh, and by the way, they're from Scotland. Oh, and that song rocks, mate. Rock and roll! Of course, they're from here, so I don't know why I'm doing an accent. It was just kind of fun.
Yes, the Electrics from Scotland.
They're back.
Where are the Electrics from, Carlos?
They're from Scotland.
There we go. You know, I just cheered him up, letting him say that again.
Yeah, I've never heard Manny play bagpipes before.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah. You go, Manny. Right on. Wonder if Manny's from Scotland. I think he's from Bosque Farms, but close enough.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
Drum roll, please.
Brr.
Well, I guess that'll do.
Everybody, when I count to 3, do one big aww, because Carlos has been sick this whole week. 1, 2, 3,
Ah, shoot. Oh, sorry.
I told you. Rhonda Gunn.
Hey, that's a pretty cool voice.
Yes, it is. A lot of movie soundtracks, including Lion King and some others, which I failed to write down. Welcome back to New Mexico's Top 20. You will have to excuse me.
There are things flying across the studio.
We have folks walking through the studio and things crashing down upon them.
We are at... excuse me.
Let me give you a cough drop.
Thanks.
They want to let the world know that Christians are not geeks. Now, there's a debate, of course, whether Christians that host the local Top 20 show are, but,
yeah,
you know,
I don't know about that.
We're not going to mess with that one.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
On the phone right now, we have Mr. Manny Perea, who is on his way back from San Antonio, Texas. Manny is in an airplane in the air. How's it going, Manny?
Hey, we're having a great time.
Okay, great. Thanks for that informative report. www.clever.net/gray dot. That's GRAY dot DOT. Okay, let me start over. www.clever.net/support/support.html_248.
Those of you with photographic memories should have no problem looking them up right away.
Got that?
Well, they actually couldn't come up with a name for it. We at the Top 20 wrote them. We suggested the title Just for Pat and Carlos.
Or Baked Carrots, one of the two.
Right, they didn't like either of them.
Your number one song.
Number one song.
Absolutely. I'm still stuck on the Worldwide Mrs. Tribe accent, I guess.
Change and confusion. It sounds like Carlos and I in the studios here every Saturday morning.
Hey.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
Yeah, the La La song.
You know, I'm thinking that song would sound a lot better if it had La La's in it.
I think they're going to come out with a remix. I'm telling you, 1997 is the year of the La La song.
You know, it can be summed up this way. 96, Nanas.
There you go.
97, La-Las.
New Mexico's Top 20.
How do you do that? Anyways, that sound there.
And, yeah, that's actually part of the song. It's not us.
That song there almost sounded like they had the little hoo-hoo-hoo chorus going.
Last year we did the Nanas. Hey, there it is again.
This may be like the year of the cuckoo.
Well, this is a pretty complicated year because we had the doo-doo-doos from Jackie Velasquez, the cuckoos from The Waiting, and...
we've had some La-Las.
More doo-doos for 1997.
Yep, we've got Nanas, La-Las, doo-doos. It's a kind of a, it's quite a, like a potpourri of sounds this year, isn't it?
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
One of you should have a tambourine in hand.
I do.
Well, very good. Funny thing, Carlos always travels with a tambourine. I need to ask him about that. You know, that song, actually, the beginning makes me want to go deaf.
Whoa. Hey, hey, hey. How'd you like my Mac Powell impression?
Yeah. It was okay.
Hey, man, is that Freedom Rock, man?
Yeah, it is, man.
Well, turn it up. Reach out.
That's a cool little bass line.
Oh. I can play that. Apparently, it's a term of surprise. So, Pat, if you walked into the studio and gave me a bouquet of flowers, I would say, hocus pick.
Really?
I don't know. It's some Canadian thing, eh?
That's pretty cool, eh?
Identical strangers. That's kind of like us. Well, not really, because we're not really that much alike, and we're not strangers. So, forget I said it.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
Sherry Youngward, her brand new one, Beyond These Skies.
I don't think that's it.
Oh, but that sure sounds great. It gets my vote.
Here's Nervous at number 10, and here we go.
Brand new Drive with Nervous.
Nervous with Drive. Actually, I don't think this is the song, Pat.
Oh, but just keep it going, man. This is cool. You know, that's a pretty good song, but there's a song I really think should have been number one, Carlos.
What's that?
Yeah, well, you know. There we go. There's a number one hit.
There's always next week, you know. Yeah. I think it's going to do well. So, folks, get those requests in.
The alternative modern rock song of the year. And that was actually kind of a stunner to me, Carlos. There's a song in the running that I really thought would make a alternative modern rock song of the year myself.
Oh, really?
Give it a listen here.
You know, I was thinking that very song, too. I was surprised that this didn't win anything.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
5 Iron Frenzy and a flowery song.
Carlos was so excited that 5 Iron Frenzy was number one again that he didn't put the CD in.
That was kind of anticlimactic, don't you think?
There's our first Super Bowl edition blooper. Guaranteed, guys, you will hear this on this year's New Year's Eve show as the top outtake.
You'll definitely hear that one. Actually, maybe we'll just pretend that never happened. And maybe I should put the CD in the thing here, because that would be a lot easier for you guys to listen to it if I did that.
We're going to take...
We're going to push the right button first.
That's right.
We are almost there. We've heard 90... Oops.
We've heard that music,
heard the music
suddenly stopped.
Number 3 was More Than You Know by Out of Eden. How's it going, Pat?
Oh, great.
We seem to be having some technical difficulties here.
You know.
Yeah, why don't you just sing them?
More than you.
Hang on a second. I think we got it. There it is.
Oh, I sang that good.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
And at number 4 this week, our Soaring Song is from 5 Iron Frenzy. Well, that would not be Soaring Song now, would it? Tied for Soaring Song. Well, okay, we'll just pretend that never happened.
Hi, welcome back to New Mexico's Top 20. Those kooky buttons, it's funny. You don't push them and nothing happens.
A Sitting Duck, their 10th week. Well, that wouldn't be... Alrighty, live radio, gotta love it. That's not it either. Number 10. And last week's number 1 was Jars of Clay and Crazy Times. Alrighty. Live radio.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
This song is hot. Give it a listen right now. Brand new Echoing Green for you guys.
That sounds familiar.
This is his best song yet.
I didn't know Joey could play like that.
And here is the first single. It is called Crimson for Downy Flake.
I kind of like it. It's different.
Yeah, you can barely hear the bass.
Yeah.
No, actually, Carlos, it's the other CD. This is just meant to help us celebrate.
Oh, hey, that's even better. The Worldwide Message Tribe and Jumpin' in the House of Gold. And...
that was kind of soothing.
Little tidbit for you on National Imperfection
That was like
Week.
napping in the House of God. This is brand new Carmen. You never know what to expect from him. You know, every album is different, and he likes to throw in lots of surprises. Carmen.
It's a different direction for him.
Yeah, you never do know. He sounds like Enos the chimp that flew into orbit.
Oh, my mistake. It's this button.
Hey, you can never get too much of a flying chimp, though.
That's right.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
You know what I've noticed is you guys sound like a radio control tower over the phone.
Tower, this is DCLA flight number 777. We are clear for takeoff, advised.
See what I mean?
It's pretty cool, huh?
That's pretty cool.
Here goes Matt Gentry starting the song off.
Joy to the world.
Let me tell you why I love you guys so much. Because...
Is that why?
No, because I had something flew in my throat. Patrick Dunn and Carlos Montoya are two of the hippest guys around.
We are.
You know, you're pretty cool for guys with no knees. I think it's a great song, Carlos, because you wrote it.
Right. Exactly. Actually, Matt's misinformed. I helped write it. Nothing more. My first indication that we had some kind of storm front moving in was when my house was tumbling down the street. What's that?
Matt said, yeah, cardboard boxes do that. We're taking Matt Gentry impersonations.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a Matt Gentry impression.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay.
Impressive, very impressive.
Wow.
You don't sound anything like him.
I've been working on it because I want to be a DJ someday. And
Okay, well, do you have another one for us?
New Mexico's line KLYT FM broadcasting live from somewhere in Albuquerque.
how's that?
Well, think about it. We'll give you a call back. What's your name, sir?
Ken.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
Jonathan's song also got one groovy and one like it, love it, need it.
Yeah. Well, I told him that wasn't fair to the other callers. You know, he had to pick between one of the three. And then he said he loved it, but that's not an option.
Yeah, it's like or spike.
Yeah, so he, after a debate, he finally went with the like, which I think was a good decision for him. I think they spiked you there, Pat.
Yeah, I was hung up on. I'm kind of in shock there.
Wow, so should we make another column? How many spike, Pat?
Yeah, that could be a tough one, though. I don't know if I want to do that.
Like it.
Give me one really super good reason why.
Because my sister said to call and that I liked it.
Oh, I see. So your sister's pushing you around.
Not,
leave her alone.
huh?
That really, tell her to lay off. Here's your like it or spike it for this morning. Pretty rock.
I would spike that production. Oh, there we go.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
You know, I think we shouldn't accept any like it or spike it calls unless you call with a mouthful of food.
I like it.
What are you eating?
Proof of work.
All righty, we'll put you down for a roll call.
Okay.
That liked it.
What's for breakfast there? Get-
I'm sorry, did you say roar?
Great. Yeah, it happens to be my favorite. Like it or spike it?
Like it.
Burger?
Like it.
We'll murder it for you.
What?
I'm not still certain. Was that a spike or a like?
Right.
That sounded like you said ripe.
Right. This is L.
What are you eating?
Peanut butter.
You know, that can stick to the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend, you call in the air with peanut butter in your mouth.
I stay on the phone.
Whoa, man.
You know, people shouldn't call with food in their mouths.
Yeah, I know. It's like somebody told them to or something.
Yeah.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
That's right. It is the Balloon Fiesta. The Balloon Fiesta begins next
Yeah.
Saturday. We have an absolutely incredible show planned for you guys.
Wait, well, actually, I haven't really planned anything.
Oh.
And as you know, today marks the open of the 26th Annual International Balloon Fiesta, and I am broadcasting live from Balloon Fiesta Park. My buddy Pat is back at the station,
Carlos,
and with him at... Yeah.
you-
It's great out here. I'm surrounded by beautiful balloons and great people and
yeah, but you're not
food and fun. And, huh?
you're not really at the Balloon Fiesta.
Yeah, I am.
No, I can see you in the other room right from here.
Oh.
What? That was a nice try, but why don't you come on in here and we'll do the show from the studio.
All right.
Good morning, New Mexico. Hey, Carlos, by the way, where are you calling from?
I'm at the balloon fiesta again, and what a beautiful mass ascension it was this morning. I've never seen so many balloons in the air at one time. It was great.
Yeah, didn't we kind of go through this last week, Carlos?
What are you talking about?
There was no mass ascension this morning. It was too windy and they canceled it.
Oh.
Are you, I have a feeling Carlos is probably calling from the payphone out in the front parking lot.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights. Everybody in the house, come on.
Oxygen.
Where 0 meets 15. Yep. Just kidding.
One, two, three, four.
You don't know what language that is, and we're not going to tell you because, well, basically we don't know. All-Star United tenderness.
Listen, I don't mean to embarrass you guys, but you were blasting all over cliffs with your little Muppet impression there.
Cool.
Yeah, very. Thought you were the Smurfs at first.
1997 New Mexico Top 20 Highlights and Lowlights.
Where are you, Pat? I don't see you.
Oh, I'm not at the studio.
Well, why not? We have a show to do here.
Yeah, I'm talking to you over the phone. It's a special live remote day.
Where are you calling from today?
Actually, my car. Something kind of happened this morning. Well, maybe it'd be a little easier for me to illustrate.
Wow. How's it going with the car?
Well, it's nothing yet, but, I'm just kind of sitting here. It's kind of cold, actually. Carlos, you don't happen to know anything about electrical systems, do you? Hey, Carlos, do you think you could bring me some mittens or anything? I've been rubbing my hands together, but they don't seem to get warmer. They're just kind of red.
Maybe you should go inside.
Hey, there's an idea. Things are really crazy here. I saw a bird, and, some trash flew by. It's getting a little boring. I was just sitting here kind of cleaning off my dashboard. I've checked everything, and I still can't figure out what's wrong. It's just not running.
I don't know. Maybe you're using the wrong kind of gas or something.
Gas? Hey, maybe that's the problem.